Hey everyone, welcome back to the Priestley Library. My name is Brendan, and today we're going to be covering where to start reading The Flash, specifically Barry Allen. Barry Allen was only a child when he witnessed the murder of his mother. The police had believed his father did it, but Barry knew better. Barry's father, Henry Allen, spent years in prison, while Barry trained hard to become a police forensic scientist with one goal: to prove his dad innocent. One night, working in the lab late, Barry got struck by lightning and became the fastest man alive, the Flash. Barry would be the Flash for years and team up with the likes of Wally West and Jay Garrick. Barry had become accustomed to the threats of Gorilla Grodd, the Rogues, the Reverse Flash, but in Crisis on Infinite Earths, he had to face the ultimate enemy and paid the ultimate price to save the world. My first reading recommendation is Flash Rebirth. For years, Wally West had assumed the mantle of the Flash while Barry disappeared. But now, Barry's back and ready to take up the mantle of Flash once again. But he has to meet up with all his friends and battle out his greatest foes once more. But needless to say, Barry Allen's back in business. After Flash Rebirth comes The Flash, the dastardly death of the Rogues. In this, Barry has to face off with his greatest enemies, the Rogues. Captain Cold, Weather Wizard, the Top, Trickster, Heatwave, all face a threat, but Barry's ready. After that comes The Flash, The Road to Rebirth. This story took place right before Rebirth and saw Barry going up against new enemies and facing new dilemmas that ultimately led him to the decision he makes in Flashpoint. Now finally we get to the best Flash story ever, Flashpoint. His entire life, Barry's father was in prison and his mother was dead. And why? Because the Reverse Flash went back in time and killed his mom and framed his father. Barry Allen wakes up in his lab one day, and he rushes down the stairs only to find his powers are gone. He's no longer the Flash. And what's more crazy, his mother is alive. Meanwhile, Aquaman and Wonder Woman are about to tear each other apart and destroy the world in the making. In addition, Bruce Wayne, Batman, is dead, and his mom, Martha, is gone nuts. And his father has become the Batman of this new world. To add on to the troubles, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, never became Green Lantern, and in his place is Abin Sur. And Superman's rocket ended up landing in Metropolis, not Smallville, and he was taken in and tested on by the government. Finally, Cyborg has become the sidekick of the President of the US, and is leading a team against Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Barry goes to Batman to get his powers back. Flash, Batman, and Cyborg create a team to take on Aquaman and Wonder Woman and restore the world to the way it was. When they show up to the battle, Reverse Flash is there and reveals that all of this was Barry's fault. Barry went back in time to save his mom, and in doing so, he created a whole new world. Barry realizes the mistake he made. He gave up everything just to save his mom. But now he'd have to give it up again just to save the world, and he travels back in time to let his mom die once again so the world can be the way it was. After running back in time, Flash creates a new world called the New 52, which saw a lot of changes and a lot of things reset. Barry was no longer married to his wife Iris, and he was a lot younger, and almost everyone had no experience or was just getting started. He saw a lot of new threats and a lot of new faces. A lot of things had changed, but ultimately the New 52 was pretty fun read. After Flash New 52 volumes 1 through 9 comes Flash Rebirth. Honestly, I have not read this myself, so if you read it, let me know. But so far I believe they are up to volume 9, and I've heard it's pretty good. Are you a fan of The Flash? Is Flash Rebirth any good? Let us know in the comments below. All text and images are owned by their respective companies. The Flash is property of DC Comics. Be sure to check out the other Where to Start Reading on the Priestley Forsyth Memorial Library's channel and Facebook. Also, check out our new show on YouTube and Facebook called Superhero Talk with me, Brendan Strevig, and we'll discuss all things superheroes.